Blacksburg takes the field tonight. They will receive the opening kickoff. They are in the blue helmets with the gold trim, the blue jerseys, blue pants tonight, all blue with the gold numerals. Christiansburg is in the white helmets, white jerseys, white pants, and the navy blue numerals. So we are just about ready for football here, Brad.
Absolutely, great Friday evening here. It is a little bit cool. Last look, it was 40 degrees outside with a fairly stiff wind.
I've got 39 now on my phone.
So it's dropping as we talk. And
it's a crystal clear night, so we're going to get some, I'm not a weatherman, but some radiation, cooling radiation will happen here tonight in Blacksburg. Here's a kick down two. Welcome back, Malcolm Sherman Collins, who takes the kickoff and rushes up across the 25. Good kickoff return up to about the 31-yard line. So the Bruins got good field position right off the bat.
Yeah, it's nice to see Malcolm Sherman Collins back out there. He's been battling a little bit of a shoulder injury for the majority of this season. And good to see him back out there and moving those wheels like we know he can. And I think that Malcolm's going to have a big night tonight for us.
Spencer Campbell is your quarterback. Back behind him is Bryce Ferguson. And now Campbell runs out to the flat. Here's a snap to Ferguson. He's going to carry the ball up across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. So good pickup there on the play, pickup of about 5.
Yes, good job there by Ferguson. Just more like a wildcat formation there. Split the quarterback out, and then it's just a direct snap right back to Ferguson. And this is the first time the Blue Demons have seen Ferguson in this rivalry, as Bryce moved here this past summer.
Second down and 6. Campbell under center hands the ball off again to Ferguson, and he's going to get a couple yards on the play, but he's going to be knocked back there. Big hit over there by Christiansburg's number 8, Casey Graham on the tackle, actually. Yeah.
You'll see a lot of those players playing both ways for the Blue Demons, and you've got Drew Lloyd, you've got MJ Hunter,
Travis Altizer.
Yep, Kenyon Buchanan.
Yep, there he is right in the middle.
Yep, and Drew Lloyd.
And Jackson Clark in there as well. Third down, here's a running play, gives the ball to Trey Roberts, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. Let's see where they spot. He's going to be a little short. It'll bring up a fourth down, and the Bruins will punt it away on 4th and 3 from their 39.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short. He got almost up to the 40. But the Blue Demons did a good job there sort of stringing it out. Now, Blacksburg ran to the short side of the field, so they didn't have to string too hard on that one.
Trey Roberts and a punt for Blacksburg. He is lining up at the Blacksburg 26-yard line, gets the punt away, spiral kick, caught there by Altizer at the 30, up to the 40, 45, 50, still on his feet at the Blacksburg 45, cuts back, and he's finally going to be knocked down at the 42-yard line of the Bruins. So good return by Travis Altizer.
Yeah, we had players down there right at him when he caught it, but just didn't break down to make the play. And, when you have a quick and shifty return person like Altizer, that's going to happen. And he made us pay for it on that one.
So Casey Graham in at quarterback for Christiansburg. Let's see, do we have they spot the ball at the Blacksburg 45-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Blue Demons. Graham is in at quarterback. MJ Hunter, Travis Altizer are the split backs, and
There obviously was a penalty flag there, and Blacksburg's offensive came back on the field.
I did not see the flag at all. Thank you for the correction. Here's a handoff running play to Ferguson. Yeah, it was 4th and 3, so it must have been a 5-yard, I'm going to guess maybe an offsides penalty. So that gives Blacksburg the automatic first down, and they've got the ball at the 45.
Yeah, Ferguson with the handoff right there and picks up about 3 yards on the carry. Good hard run there by number 42.
Did you see a flag? I didn't see a flag.
I didn't. I think it was back right at the line of scrimmage.
Must have been. So we'll call it an offsides. It gives Blacksburg a first down. Here's Campbell back, throws a pass deep. Pass is going to be intercepted down there at the 18-yard line, and it's Travis Altizer with the pick. Kind of just threw it a little short, and Altizer went up and grabbed it.
Yeah, but that's not all on Spencer Campbell right there. That receiver's got to come back and fight for that ball. It ended up number 2, Travis Altizer was in great position as a defensive back on that play, but we've got to have that receiver fight back and go up and fight for that ball too. As a quarterback, you're throwing that ball up and you're trusting that your receivers are going to go up for it as well, because you can only get it so close because of those defensive backs. So that's another learning lesson right there as well.
So Christiansburg takes over at their own 20-yard line. Again, just underway here tonight in Blacksburg. No score. Here's a handoff to Cunningham, and he's going to be knocked down. Maybe a loss on the play. Actually, a 2-yard loss on the play back to the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like definitely going to be a loss. We had him in the backfield and then let him go, and then Bryce Ferguson came up and knocked him down. It is going to be a penalty flag on the play, though. Christiansburg is going to be called for the hold.
So they look over to Coach Sloss. I think he says back him up, which they will do. So that'll put the ball back at just inside the 10-yard line at about the 8. So it'll bring up a first and 20 from the Seaburg 8-yard line.
Yeah, that was a costly penalty there for the Blue Demons.
Altizer in motion for Christiansburg. Again, Casey Graham is your quarterback for the Blue Demons. In motion goes Lloyd. Here's a handoff to Kenyon Johnson Buchanan, still on his feet up across the 30, the 40, still on his feet across midfield, finally run out of bounds on the far side over there. A big run by Kenyon Johnson Buchanan.
Well, Kenyon Johnson Buchanan, I mean, he's just a load when he comes down through there. Big, strong kid, worked hard in the offseason, and, it's paying dividends right there, as you can see. 210 pounds right there coming at you, 6 foot tall. You get down on those defensive backs, that makes it a little bit difficult for him.
Yeah, after he broke the initial line of scrimmage, he had big open field right there. Here's a running play to MJ Hunter, and he's going to get a big gain up across inside the 30, inside the 25, gets knocked down at about the 19-yard line. Again, big yardage for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, it's good blocking up front there by the Blue Demons, making some holes for MJ. We talked about MJ there in the pregame of how dangerous he is. He's just a tremendous athlete, and we're going to get a heavy dose of MJ Hunter tonight from a lot of different locations, I think.
No doubt. Very, very versatile athlete. He is. Great baseball player, too, by the way.
Absolutely. Terrific baseball player.
Cunningham in motion, hands the ball back off to Myrtle. Myrtle's going to break a tackle, still on his feet, rumbling inside the 5 down to the 4-yard line, where it will be first and goal for Seaburg.
Yeah, looked like Malcolm Sherman Collins in on the tackle there for the Bruins. Not before they was able to pick up big yardage there.
That's another big load, 31 and 42.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Myrtle, he's quite a good looking athlete as well.
Good basketball player too. Quick to the huddle. Here's a handoff to Johnson Buchanan, and he's going to be knocked down at about the 1-yard line. Does not get in, so Blacksburg stops him there. It'll bring up second down and goal from just inside the 1.
Good job right there. Looked like Alex LaFon and Jamari Harrison in on the tackle there for the Bruins.
Second and goal. Ball is just inside the 1-yard line. Casey Graham hands back off to Johnson Buchanan, and he busts in for a Seaburg touchdown.
Yeah, a couple big plays right there for the Blue Demons, and Kenyon Johnson Buchanan had the long run.
Yeah, he did,
and that set them up, and then they just sort of started hitting a few yards here and there, and MJ Hunter had a good run, and then Buchanan takes it in for the touchdown.
Dixon Aretas in for the extra point. Spot is down. Ball back, kick is up, and the kick is good. So your score, Christiansburg 7, Blacksburg nothing. You're listening to the Battle of the Bergs right here on ESPN Blacksburg.
You want to jump up? 1, 2, 3. Oh, here he comes. That's it, behind that trench.
Oh!
Attack the buggy?
back here at Bill Brown Stadium, 7-0 the score at Christiansburg. Here is the kick by Dixon Aretas, picked up down there by Rittenauer. Fields the ball at his 15-yard line, up across the 20, and going to be knocked down right about the 24-yard line, where the Bruins will put it in play 1st and 10. 7:25 here in quarter number 1. Bruins down 7-0.
Yeah, you know that both of the kickoffs that Christiansburg has done sort of been low line drive kicks, and it's hit the turf and bouncing around, and you know that amount of time that it's bouncing around gives their kickoff coverage team enough time to get down to present some trouble for the Bruins. But you know, Miles Rittenauer did a good job, gets it back out to the 24 and gives the Bruins a decent field position.
1st and 10. Campbell still in at quarterback. Here's a running play to Rittenauer, end around, and he's going to be knocked down. Big hit over there right at the line of scrimmage by Christiansburg.
Yeah, it was a big hit. I couldn't tell exactly who that came from. I believe it might have been Kenyon Johnson Buchanan.
Yeah. Graham's over there celebrating like it was him too, but it was a big hit, but Rittenauer holds on to the football, gets back. Actually, they're going to give him a yard on the play, so it'll bring up 2nd and 9. 6:57 to go here in the first quarter, 7-0 Christiansburg. Walker out, flanks out here to the near side. They're looking for Walker. Pass is going to be deflected at the line of scrimmage. Walker was open, but pass was deflected over there, so to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Looks like Aiden Lacoma of the Blue Demons knocked that ball down. Just got his hands up there from that defensive end position, or defensive tackle position rather, and did a good job there.
Yeah, Walker was open if Campbell could have gotten him the football. But pass was knocked down, so that'll bring up 3rd and long for Blacksburg. Let's see, Brad. This is where, critical, where they got to move the chains here, get some momentum, and, try to tie this ball game up.
Yeah, got to find a way to pick up a 1st down right here, get something going with this offense.
Campbell in motion. Here's a high snap. Is going to be caught there by Ferguson. As soon as he catches it, he is swarmed by a ton of Blue Demons, and it's going to be a big loss all the way back to about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, that was, a little bit high on the snap right there, and I'm not exactly sure what play they were doing right there. They sent the quarterback out in motion again, and it was like a direct snap, and, yeah, I mean – I don't know. I guess maybe they had something up their sleeve. In many cases, you wouldn't necessarily see that on 3rd and 9 deep in territory. But
Trey Roberts back in punt formation, stands at his 1.5-yard line, and here's another high snap, goes over his head and through the end zone. Christiansburg picks up the safety, and Brad, once again, the special teams and the snapping, the deep snapper, it's been a problem so far for Blacksburg, continues for the Bruins.
Well, unfortunately, our current snapper is actually over here getting his ankle taped up, so it must have been a backup snapper that was in there, and tough position to go in right there, and Trey Roberts, they snap it over his head.
Nothing he could do. I don't know if Ralph Sampson could have caught that one.
No, that's unfortunate.
So Christiansburg goes up 9-0, and let's see here. So Christiansburg will, of course, Eric Blacksburg will have a free kick from the 20-yard line. Let's see. I'm assuming that James Poland will be in there to kick it off.
I tell you what, I was watching the Blacksburg-Christiansburg Middle School game this past Tuesday night. Great game, 2 great football teams. That's going to be a great group.
Something to look forward to, yeah.
They some really good athletes there, and Blacksburg came away with the win, but there was a safety against the Bruins, and their kicker, Jarrett Bradley, number 28 for them, which we might see a little bit of him next year on the varsity. Good-sized kid, plays pretty well. We'll see what happens, but he kicked off from the 20 and got a tremendous roll, and it rolled all the way to the end zone.
Wow.
You don't see that happen too often in a middle school football game.
Not in middle school football, absolutely. Poland in for the kick. He kicks it off from the 20-yard line. Kick is going to be fielded down there. Short, picked up there by M.J. Hunter at the 35. Up across the 40, gets to midfield, and he's going to be knocked down there. Big hit by number 56 on the play.
Yeah, Ryan Hale.
Ryan Hale.
Good job there by Ryan.
Changing numbers again on us, right? He's 32 last week, and
yeah, I think they've moved him to the offensive line setup, so they've changed his number back to 56. for the longest time in the last game we didn't know who it was, and he was having such a great game, and we finally figured out that it was Ryan Hale.
Good hit. So Christiansburg takes over at midfield, 1st and 10. 6:10 to go here in quarter number 1. 9-0 is the score. Here's a fumble on the play. Let's see. I believe the Bruins have got it.
Yep.
They do. Kenyon Johnson Buchanan fumbled the football, and the Bruins fell on it at their 40-yard line. So a good time to pick up a fumble.
Yeah, great job there. Zach Early, big defensive tackle for the Bruins, comes up and takes that big arm of his and knocks the ball loose out of Buchanan's hands. And number 7, Malcolm Sherman Collins, right there and ready, and falls on it, gives Blacksburg the best field position they've had so far this evening.
Just what the Bruins needed. The ball is at the 40. Come on, scoreboard operator. That's the 42, not the 47, but we'll call it the 42-yard line. Here's a handoff to Ferguson, and he's going to be knocked down. A big hit over there by Drew Lloyd on the play by Seaberg.
Yeah, great job right there by Drew Lloyd. I don't know how he slid in there. We was overloaded onto that side and actually had 2 up backs, sort of, you call them sniffer backs, but we actually had 2 of them over there. And so really no reason for them to be able to slide through there, but somehow he found a gap and made a big tackle there on Bryce Ferguson.
2nd down. Let's see. We got to stop on the play here. Let's see what.
Looks like a player is going to have to come out of the game for.
That's for Christiansburg. That is number 19. That is Gabe Howery is heading out in Christiansburg, and coming in for the Blue Demons is Curtis Altizer. 2nd down and 10 from the 42. 5:34 here. Quarter number 1, Christiansburg up 9-0. Here's a pitch play to Ferguson. Breaks a tackle. Now he fumbles the football. It looks like the ball's going to be out of bounds. It's going out of bounds, so Blacksburg will retain possession, and actually a nice pickup on the play by Ferguson.
Yeah, that's probably the biggest pickup we've had so far tonight. A pickup of about 7 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd and about 3.
3rd down and 3. We'll call the ball is at the 49-yard line. Yeah, Ferguson toss sweep, and luckily when the ball popped up, he was right on the boundary, so it went out of bounds. In motion goes Sherman Collins. Let's see, now they got Christiansburg to jump, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like number 55 there for the Blue Demons, defensive encroachment there. That's going to be Aiden Lacoma.
Yep.
That's going to be enough for a Bruin 1st down.
That's exactly what Blacksburg needed. Move the chains and get a little momentum. They've got the ball at the Christiansburg 46-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking to get on the board here and score a point for the first time since the Cave Spring game. So let's see what Coach Sloss has got dialed up.
It's good to see Malcolm Sherman Collins out there on the offensive side of the ball.
Campbell out to the near side. Here's a quick snap to Ferguson, and he's going to run it up in the gut and picks up maybe a couple yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down, and we'll call it 8.
Yeah, a couple tough yards right there. Pickup of almost 3.
Yep.
The thing is you have 4 downs. If you can pick up 3 yards every one of those downs, you're in business.
Work for Paul Johnson at Georgia Tech.
Absolutely, and that you talking about a humiliating thing as a defense when you can't stop that. That's tough on you.
2nd and 7 from the 43. Here's a high snap again over the head of the quarterback Campbell. He's going to pick it up, try to run with it, and he's going to be knocked down. Big hit over there by M.J. Hunter all the way back to the Bruin 31-yard line. Tough break for the Bruins on that one.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. It's we had some things moving for us, and unfortunately goes in the other direction right there. That's been a
21-yard loss there.
Yeah, I mean it's a big loss. Brings up 3rd and almost a distance from here to Christiansburg.
Yeah, 3rd and 32, we'll call it. The ball is at the Blacksburg 32-yard line again. A high snap over the head of Campbell, and he did a good job to pick it up and actually try to run with it. I thought he was, if he had fallen on it, it would have been right there. But he got back to the 32. In motion is Sherman Collins. He's going to take it. He's going to be knocked down over there. Big hit by number 20. That's Tyreek Taylor for Christiansburg. That's going to be another loss on the play. So the Bruins, who had great field position, now will punt it again back and deep in their territory.
Yeah, that's tough right there. You know, the other part that's a little bit difficult now, we got a great punter in Trey Roberts, so, you know, he's flipped the field many times for us, but we've got to get a good snap off when that happens.
Well, he comes to the line of scrimmage. They call it. So Campbell, and now he goes back. See what they're doing here. Roberts, here's a kick by Spencer Campbell. It's going to land at midfield and taken there by Cunningham, and he's going to be knocked down. So little interesting play, but Spencer Campbell stayed. We got a flag down.
Yeah, it looks like a flag down. I believe it might be an illegal shift, possibly. We'll see. It came from the head linesman over on the Christiansburg sideline.
So they pulled Roberts was in punt formation. They pulled him over to the sideline like they were going to talk to him, and then he goes back in. They snap it back to Campbell, and he kicks it.
So it is going to be false start against the Bruins. We'll see what they're going to decline the penalty, and Christiansburg will take over at the Blacksburg 49.
So Seaburg's got good field position, already up 9-0, looking to add to that. So once again, the Blacksburg D is going to be called on to stop them and try to keep this game a 2-score game.
Yeah, you got to dig in right here. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter.
Casey Graham still in at quarterback for Christiansburg. Lloyd in the motion takes the handoff, and he's going to pick up inside, back across midfield, up to about the Blacksburg, or down to about the Blacksburg 48-yard line on the play. So short gain. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it looks like Jamari Hairston, first one in there on the contact for the Bruins, and there was a few others that came in. I tell you, Drew Lloyd, quite a young man, a good fellow, worked hard in the off season, done a tremendous job. He's at 6'1", 215, and I tell you what, it's all muscle too. So you know, we're going to see some big things out of Drew Lloyd.
Plays linebacker on the defensive side for the Blue Demons. Stoppage of play here. Let's see what. No flag down. They're trying to.
Not exactly sure what's going on. They're looking at Kenyon Johnson Buchanan's jersey.
So he's going off, and Myrtle comes back in.
I don't know. You know, you never know. You don't want to speculate, but there was something going on with his jersey.
That's the second time they've actually sent a Christiansburg back off the field.
Yeah.
To either tuck in a jersey or something.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what was going on right there.
So 2nd and 10, we'll call it 2nd and 10, so no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Here's a handoff to Drew Lloyd. He's got some running room inside the 40 down to the 36-yard line where Christiansburg will be right. Let's see, that's enough for a Christiansburg first down.
It is. I tell you what, though, those officials missed a big hold right there on that one. I mean, they were holding our guy down and couldn't even move. They missed a big one right there, and that was really a big part of that play.
Ball is at the 37-yard line. Christiansburg puts it in play. Clock moves right at 2 minutes. Here's a fake to Cunningham. Casey Graham holds on to it. There's a flag that comes out. That's probably going to be coming back as a whole. Graham actually picks up good yardage down inside the 20, but I believe that one's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to come back. I believe that's probably going to be a holding penalty against Christiansburg, and that is what it is. So that's going to back them up. Spot of the foul was at 33, so that should back them up to the 43.
So that's a big penalty because Christiansburg had the ball down at about the 21-yard line after the Graham run. So that's a 23-yard penalty right there where they spot it, really. So it'll bring up a first down, and now they call it 1st and 16 for the Seaburg Blue Demons. Already up 9-0, looking to add to it. Bruins got to dig in here. Here's a handoff to Drew Lloyd. Got some running room. Picks up some yardage inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. Is going to be tripped down there, but he gets a ton of yardage back. In fact, he gets enough for another Christiansburg first down.
Yeah, absolutely. He probably picked up about 18 yards on the carry there, and it was a pretty good size hole to start out, and then he just used his strength to keep going.
Clock rolls, 1:29 to go, 9-0 Seaburg at the moment. Johnson Buchanan in at the tailback. Here's a drop back by Graham. Throws it out in the flat to Lloyd makes the catch. Still on his feet inside the 15 down to the 11-yard line where it will be another Seaburg first down. They're picking up huge chunks of yards right now.
Yeah, looked like Bryce Ferguson in on the tackle there for the Bruins. But like you said, not before big yardage is picked up.
So they will spot the ball. They will be able to get a first down at about the 2-yard line where the ball is spotted right now at the 12. So they can get a first down inside the 3. Clock rolls.
They split the receivers out real wide. Look for something.
Altizer and Hunter are over there. Here's a running play to Johnson Buchanan. He's still on his feet. He's going to rumble in for a Christiansburg touchdown.
That's just sort of football 101 right there. Those receivers are spreading out the field, and they're trying to take the defenders with them, and that's exactly what happened. The defenders went with them, and that just left a huge lane of wide open right there.
Well, you give Big 42 a little bit of running room. He'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you see that quite frequently, and Salem is the master of it, to be honest with you. But Christiansburg does a great job right there, and it pays dividends for them.
So 15-0, snap back, ball down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And we've got a flag on the play.
It's going to be roughing the kicker. Is going to be the call.
So Christiansburg tacks on the extra point. We'll go ahead and take a break. Your new score, Blue Demons 16, Bruins nothing. You're listening to Bruins football right here on ESPN Blacksburg.
So have you applied for any jobs yet?
Nah, I'm just going to sit all day.
So am I.
Next stop, Torgerson Hall.
Don't just sit. Sit profitably. Drive for BT.
Make $13.35 per hour.
Bill Brown Stadium, David Chris Field. Christiansburg up 16-0. Let's see the injured Bruin on the play down there, Brad, is...
Looks like Jamari Hairston.
Jamari Hairston's limp.
He's battled an injury all season long, and he's tried to play through it, and he's walking off on his own powers, but definitely looks like he just sort of re-aggravated his injury again, but he is walking off on his own power.
So we have 46 seconds to go here in quarter number 1, and Christiansburg now is up 16-0. So again, critical that Blacksburg gets some points here and it at least flips the field.
Well, and the 15-yard roughing the passer penalty is huge because it moves the kickoff all the way from the 40-yard line all the way up to the 45-yard line of the Bruins. So, if you're the kicking team, you're probably going to do an onside kick right here and try to get the return.
Back deep for Blacksburg is
Looks like Miles Rittenauer.
Ethan Walker and Miles Rittenauer. Thank you.
Yeah, I hope they've got their hands team up right here for the Bruins because that might be what we see coming our way.
They've got Bowen in there, Ackerman in there. Aretas is in. He'll kick it off from the Blacksburg 45-yard line. Again, back deep is Walker and Rittenauer for the Bruins. Aretas approaches the ball, actually kicks it. Kick is going to go through the end zone and up the hill, so Blacksburg will put it in play. 1st and 10 from their 25.
I never quite understand that because, you kick line drive kicks from back at the 40, and then you're up at the 45, and then you kick it high and kick it out of the end zone. I guess I understand you're going to, they're going to get the ball to 20.
Right.
But, an onside kick or a squib kick gets you right down there in that same location, and you give yourself an opportunity to recover it.
Yeah, good point. Good point. They, that could have been a knockout punch right there if they had recovered an onside kick. Here's a running play by Campbell, and he's going to be stuffed at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. Blacksburg quickly 2nd and long now.
Yeah, it's their defense is just pretty tough up front, and we're having a hard time blocking them. That's been a struggle all years, blocking. That's been a big issue for us, and it's not just the linemen. Some of the linemen have blocked extremely well at times this year. In a lot of cases, it's our boundary guys, and at the end of the day, we as a team have to become better blockers all the way through, receivers, running backs, linemen, everyone. And that's just going to take a little bit of extra effort here during the off season to really figure that out and get after it, because that's a huge part, obviously, of a football game. Any team we've played, you see their line is good, their receivers block, and that's a huge part of what we got to do in order to run the offense that we are running currently.
Yes.
That's what's got to happen.
No doubt. We'll go ahead. Blacksburg will let the clock run out. So at the end of the first quarter, your score, Christiansburg 16, Blacksburg nothing. You're listening to the Battle of the Bergs right here on ESPN Blacksburg. Brad Blacksburg has got the ball 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. Again, as we've been saying all year long, it's a two-score game with two extra points, but you don't want to get behind anymore. So you got to start moving the chains and getting some points on the board.
Yeah, got to start moving the ball.
Here's a running play to Ferguson, and he again is going to be knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe we'll give him a yard on that play, half a yard, so it'll be 3rd and 9 right there at the 20.5.
Yeah, not a lot of room there at all.
Just underway here, second quarter action tonight, Battle of the Bergs, Spring Edition.
Well, and I will say this.
Did you ever thought I would have said Spring Edition?
I will say this. Obviously, in the past, there's only been able to have two spectators per player.
Right.
It is nice to see a few more fans in the stands tonight.
Yeah, even here's a pass out in the flat intended for Sherman Collins, and he's going to be actually intended for Trey Roberts, and the ball's going to be knocked out of his hands and be incomplete. So the Bruins will have to punt it away once again.
That's a pretty good shot right there. Looks like MJ Hunter in on the hit on Trey Roberts. The ball hung up just a little bit there, and Trey was extended out, and that was just a huge bullseye target for MJ Hunter right there.
So Roberts will kick it away from inside his 10-yard line, snap back, and the kick is away. Caught there by Travis Altizer at the 48, still on his feet, inside the 40, inside the 30, still on his feet. It's finally going to be knocked down at the 15-yard line, where Christiansburg will put it in play with great field position once again.
Well, I tell you what, special teams is important.
Yep.
And, Frank Beamer made a living off of special teams. And, at that point, the thing that Frank did that was outside of the norm is he put his starters, he put his
best
skilled
best
players
athletes,
there, and that's how important special teams was. And we see it right there on this particular play. They bring it all the way back down to the 14-yard line.
Where Casey will put it in play, and he throws a pass that's going to be caught and then knocked down. I believe it's going to be an incomplete pass. Pass was intended over there for Drew Lloyd. He might have had it for a half a second before he took a big lick over there, knocked it out of his arms.
Yeah, Malcolm Sherman Collins was right there. He timed it just perfect, and about the time that big Drew Lloyd was getting ready to get his hands on it, Sherman Collins just unloaded on him, and Lloyd wasn't able to hang on to the ball there.
Jackson and Hunter out wide to the near side here. Here's a pass in the flat again to Drew Lloyd, who makes the catch at the 13-yard line, is going to carry it inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line, where we'll bring up third down and about 6 for Seaburg.
I tell you, they went right back to him there after that big hit, and that tells you something about Drew Lloyd right there. He goes right back out in the same area, focuses and makes the play, makes the catch, and ends up picking up about 5 yards for him.
He's not scared to run that play again.
Yeah, he's a fine football player.
Been playing at least since his sophomore year when I was starting to cover Seaburg. Here's a running play to Casey Graham, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down. Takes it inside the 5, gets knocked down at about the 3-yard line, so it'll be first and goal right there for Christiansburg.
That's what that wing tee does. It sort of baits you. You either throw out into the flats or you run that jet sweep. Mm-hmm. And then what ends up happening is what just happened there. They faked that jet sweep, and the defensive flow flew to the jet sweep, and that left an opening there for Casey Graham to come back up through the middle.
So MJ Hunter, Casey Graham is in the shotgun. MJ Hunter is behind him. Now in motion goes Cunningham, hands the ball off to Hunter. He's got a lot of running room around the left side, and he's going to take it in for another Christiansburg touchdown.
Yeah, that was a good-looking run right there by MJ Hunter, just pure speed. Got around the corner and takes it right in. Yeah,
you can see from where he got the ball, he had a straight beeline to the corner of the end zone, and nobody came close to touching him. So he gets in the end zone for Christiansburg. That puts the Blue Demons up 22-0. Looking to add the extra point here is Dixon Aretas for Seaburg. Snap back, spot down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So timeout on the field here, 9:51 to go, second quarter. Christiansburg 23, Blacksburg nothing. You're listening to the Battle of the Bruins right here on ESPN Blacksburg. All right, back here at Bill Brown Stadium, Seaburg. Brad is up 23-0 here. Here's a kick. It's a end-over-end kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So Blacksburg will get good starting field position to start this drive, and they really gotta get some points here. Got to get on the board, cut into this 23-point lead.
Yeah, it looks like the Bruins will take over here at the 35, so that'll be a very good field position for them. 9:51 in the second quarter here. Christiansburg up 23-0 against the Bruins.
Yeah, I've had a chance to cover Seaburg quite a bit over the last couple years when I was doing the NRV game of the week, and Christiansburg, all these guys have been playing since they were freshmen and sophomores.
Oh yeah,
all Seven and all these Lloyd and Altizer and all these guys. Here's a handoff to Malcolm Collins. He's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get a big lick over there by Johnson Buchanan. Still on his feet, picks up good yardage. They finally blow the whistle dead, but that's going to be a nice run. That's a nice gain by Malcolm Sherman Collins, where he picks up about 5 on the play.
Well, that's what you like to see. You like to see that heart come out in a player, and that's what Malcolm Sherman Collins showed right there. I mean, he wasn't going to go down with the first lick. He wasn't going to go down with the second or third lick. He just kept on going and picks up about 7 yards on the play.
Good running by Sherman Collins there. So Blacksburg's got it at the 42-yard line. 9:12 to go. Clock rolls here in quarter number 2. Seaburg is up 23-0. Here's a pitch back to Ferguson, and he's going to be taken down. Big hit over there by big number 72 for Christiansburg. That is Aiden Conley.
Yeah, it's a good-sized young man right there coming down on him. Conley is 6'4", 295. Moved pretty well right there.
I'd say that's pretty good size.
Yeah. Well, in that middle school game, Christiansburg had a player that was, I think he's 6'7", 265.
Wow. As an 8th grader?
As an 8th grader. And he can move. I mean, that kid's going to have a bright, bright future ahead of him.
All right. If he can play, if he can block, Hokies get on him.
He's going to be a good one.
Here's a 3rd down and 3. Snap back to Campbell. Looks out, rolls to his right, throws a pass out there. Pass is going to be intercepted by MJ Hunter, and here he comes back the other way, up across the midfield stripe to the 40, inside the 45, and finally going to be run out of bounds over on the far side at the 30, called the 32-yard line. So good return after the interception by MJ Hunter.
Good defensive coverage right there by MJ, and that's an athlete breaking on the ball right there. The receiver couldn't. He got sort of turned around, spun around, and couldn't find the ball. And MJ, being the athlete that he is, he's got that instincts.
Kind of fielded it like a punt down there.
Yeah, that's it. Instinctive reaction, and is able to pick it up and bring it back down to the 31 of Blacksburg.
Where the Blue Demons will put it in play. Here's a fake handoff to Drew Lloyd. Casey Graham keeps it. Quarterback keeper is going to pick up about 11 yards inside the 20 down to the 20-yard line. And big chunks of yards, 11 on the play, brings up another 1st down for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, I tell you, Christiansburg's just got so many weapons right now. I mean, we talked about Myrtle, we talked about Johnson Buchanan, Drew Lloyd, MJ Hunter, Casey Graham.
Travis Altizer.
Travis Altizer. I mean, they just have a ton of athletes over there, and there's another one right there.
Speaking of Altizer, makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. He's going to pick up nice yardage on the play, and I believe that should be enough for another 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be 1st and goal for the Blue Demons.
They spot the ball at the 9-yard line, so it will be 1st and goal for Christiansburg. Again, knocking on the door, already up 23-0 here in quarter number 2. 7:27 to go. Here's a handoff to Johnson Buchanan, still on his feet, trying to break a tackle. Does break a tackle. Does actually pick up some yardage inside the 5. Gets down to about the 3-yard line. That was all Johnson Buchanan right there.
Yeah, I mean, that run right there is based upon the extra work that he's put in the offseason, and I know that he's put it in. And, the weight room, CrossFit, different types of things. And you can just see a difference in him from last year to this year.
He gets the ball again, tries to break a tackle. Not able to get away that time. Reed Kirk comes up and makes a nice play.
Yeah, good job right there by Reed coming from that safety position, and he hit Johnson Buchanan where he needed to, right down around the shins. And most of the time, it doesn't matter how big you are. If you can hit them around those shins, they're going to come down.
So brings up 3rd and goal for Christiansburg. Ball is just resting right at about the 3-yard line. Casey Graham is the quarterback. Here's fakes a handoff, looking to throw it, trying to still run around the end. Is going to be knocked down over there at the 2-yard line. So a great defensive stop by Blacksburg. Who's that on the hit down there?
Yeah,
Brett?
It looked like that was I think that's Miles Rittenhour over there. Trey Roberts sort of stretched the field on him, and he tried to get around Trey, and Trey wasn't giving him much room, and then Miles came up from that cornerback position and put a good hit there.
So Coach Wilkins says, guys, we're going to go for it. It's 4th and goal from the 2. I wouldn't be surprised if 42 gets the ball again.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Casey Graham up under center. Takes a snap, actually fakes it to Johnson Buchanan, rolls to his right. Here's a pass that is caught for a Christiansburg touchdown. Drew Lloyd makes the catch at the goal line and falls into the end zone for a Seaburg touchdown.
Yeah, it's a good job right there. I think everybody in the stadium thought it was going to go to Johnson Buchanan.
They faked
just
it to him.
had the ball fake there, and Graham rolls out to his right, and Lloyd was in the backfield, sort of as that sniffer back, and he just sort of fled right out into the flats. And Malcolm Sherman Collins was right on him, but great pass there by Graham, and falls into the end zone.
Snap back, spot down, and the kick is up, and the kick is good. Your new score, Christiansburg 30 and Blacksburg nothing. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Bruins football right here on ESPN Blacksburg. The Battle of the Bergs is all gone Christiansburg's way, and they lead this one 30-0. Still 5:36 to go here until halftime.
Yeah, it's been a tough half for the Bruins. Obviously tough when it's a district rival like this. But good news is Big Nate Calhoun is listening from Tennessee.
There we go.
I want to give Big Nate a shout out. We definitely missed the super fan of Nate Calhoun being here.
Yes, we do. Rittenauer fields the kickoff and brings it up to the 36-yard line. So good return there by Miles Rittenauer. Blacksburg will put it in play with good field position at the 35-yard line. So let's see if they can get on the board here, Brad. They certainly need to cut into this lead before half.
Absolutely. I did get an update just a few minutes ago. Salem's leading Pulaski 13-0.
I was going to say that's the game. That's the in the Roanoke Valley tonight. That is definitely the game of the night.
Yep, that's the big one. That's what everybody's talking about for sure.
Salem looks to go 6-0 on the shortened season. Here's a snap back to Ferguson, and he's going to carry it up to the line of scrimmage, and he's going to be knocked down right there. We'll call it no gain on the play. So we'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bruins.
Yeah, talking a little bit about the Salem-Pulaski game, I thought from the time I saw Salem and saw Pulaski's a good football team.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Salem is a great football team, and Pulaski might come back and surprise them tonight, but I felt like that Salem was probably 3 touchdowns better than Pulaski. Their speed is something that you just don't normally see in this area.
You surprised PH got a Pulaski last week, right?
Well, it's interesting. I think some of it has to do with the speed, if you want to know my honest opinion. Pulaski is a good football team, though. In my opinion, much more disciplined than they have been in the past few years. And, I think Coach Dixon is going to start building a program over there.
No doubt.
He is a terrific coach, and there's going to be good things that come out of that area over there.
Longtime coach of the Galax Maroon Tide.
Yep. And,
very successful down there.
Very, very successful. He was. He's played at all levels. Played in college. Played in the pros, and so he knows what to expect. And I'm sure that he's running that program much like a college program.
The only problem with him is he's a Wahoo.
Yes, he is. That is correct.
We kid. Because we care. All right, here's a running play to Sherman Collins. Got some running room still on his feet. Inside the 50, inside the 40, and it's finally going to be run out of bounds. Nice run by Malcolm Sherman Collins. Gets Blacksburg inside the Christiansburg 30-yard line down at the 29. So great run by number 7.
Great job there by Sherman Collins, and happy for that young man. He's worked hard through the struggles of this year and has stayed in for the fight. And, I believe that's probably the biggest yardage gain we've had all season.
Definitely tonight.
Yes.
No doubt tonight. And I would argue and probably say last week as well. Or 2 weeks ago. We were off last week. 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. Blacksburg's got great field position in motion. Goes Rittenauer, snap back to Ferguson. And little block in there, Brad. He gets knocked down. Maybe he's going to lose a yard on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Tyreek Taylor came in for the Blue Demons untouched. And, there's just, you can't do anything with that. Tyreek is a great defensive player. He was playing at defensive tackle. And if I'm not mistaken, he was a sizzling sophomore as a defensive tackle. And then he's gotten into the weight room and stretched out a little bit, and now they got him at a defensive end and got that speed going, and he's dangerous there.
Here's a running play to Sherman Collins, and he's going to get back, maybe pick up a yard on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Bruins. In fact, Taylor, he switched his number. I said he was 87 last year. They put number 20 on him, and number 20 just makes him even look thinner. You look at him, and he's like a big DT guy last year, and now they got him on the end. He looks like he looks like he's definitely dropped some lbs there.
A great basketball player as well.
Always
that's the thing about the Christiansburg team. They have so many dual sport athletes and some triple sport athletes.
Here's a 3rd and 12. Drops back. Campbell passes it out to Sherman Collins, and pass is going to be a little high, and it's going to be incomplete. So Blacksburg, let's see, Blacksburg will have a 4th down here. What they're going to try to punt it away. Trey Roberts is in to punt it away for Blacksburg.
Although they might be trying a field goal.
Because there's Poland.
Yeah, so this would be a 49-yard field goal for James Poland. He's got the leg for it.
So they're going to try to get on the board here. 2:25 to go here in the quarter. 30-0 Seaburg.
Wins in his favor.
Poland is going to kick it from the 39. That'll be a 49-yarder. Snap down. Kick is away. Let's see if it's long enough. It is not long enough, and it's going to be fielded there by Altizer. He's going to try to return it. Let's see if they blow the whistle down. I believe he stepped out of bounds back there.
Yeah, it looked like he did.
He fielded it right underneath the goalpost, and I believe he stepped out of bounds, and then he tried to return it, but they already blew the whistle.
Yeah, in high school football, it doesn't hurt to try an extra long field goal, because if you miss it, the opposing team's going to get the ball on the 20, no matter where you're snapping from. So why not take a chance? And I'm glad that James Poland got that opportunity. He can make those. I've seen him kicking, and he can make those kicks.
I believe the wind has pretty much died down, although he had maybe a little bit of wind in his favor, like you said. But it definitely was. It's not blowing like it was earlier today, and especially yesterday. Here's a running play to Johnson Buchanan. He's going to bust up across the 20-yard line, gets up to about the 24, so he picks up about 5 on the play. So clock rolls here. You would think with a 30-0 lead, I say they may try to run it out, but that would surprise me if they try to throw one deep here.
Let me remind you of what you were talking about earlier in the game, the 70-some point game.
63-0 at halftime.
That's right, and that's in the back of their minds over there. Now I will say this: Coach Wilkins is a great man and very disciplined, and he is first class. But he was on the other end of that, and so that always sits in the back of people's minds, and that gives you motivation. I heard that this week from a number of people. Said,
wow.
Oh, you remember that? You remember that game where Blacksburg was 70-something, and Brad Shelton scored a touchdown. Do you remember that game? And I was like, oh yeah, so those types of things they don't forget about those.
So that was 2018, right?
I can't remember. It might have been Coach Cromer was there. I can't remember if that was Coach Wilkins. Or...
I don't think Coach Wilkins was there, because I think his first year was the 20. No, his first year was the 2018. Might have been 2017.
I think you might be right. I think it actually might have been Coach Cromer. Now that you say that,
because this is Coach Wilkins' third season at Christiansburg.
Okay.
I believe that's right.
Yeah, I can't rightly remember to be honest.
Because they won two games the first year under Wilkins. They beat Floyd County, a game that I did, and I believe they beat Cave Spring. They went like 2-8 that first year. Last year they broke through and made the playoffs.
Right.
So,
okay.
1:47 to go here in the quarter. Drop back is Graham, throws a deep pass, got a guy out there. Pass is caught by Clark, still on his feet inside the 20. And just like I said, they were going to throw a deep ball. They certainly did, Brad. And they are down inside the Blacksburg 20-yard line.
Definitely not putting the brakes on here. They are going at it. And, I remember when I coached in Salem, that was the one thing is you play, you give everything you got, you get through the third.
two,
Well,
right.
it actually, at that time, it was through the third quarter because they were preparing for the playoffs. They wanted their kids to be conditioned and ready for the playoffs, and if they had only played a half a game most of their games, they weren't ready by the time they hit playoffs and was playing some equal competition.
In motion goes Cunningham. He gets the handoff, trying to get around the end, does get around the end, inside the 15, inside the 10, down to the, let's see, did he get in? He's right at the goal line. Let's see what the call is. I believe he's short, but it's going to be they call it touchdown. I believe they did call it a touchdown.
I couldn't tell.
If they did, they didn't signal, but they're acting like they're bringing on the extra point team. So I believe they did say he got in, end around. Got once he broke, he had a defender on him at the 20-yard line. Once he got around that corner, he had a there we go, touchdown Christiansburg.
Well, that's they definitely are not putting the brakes on as we were talking, and I mean that's football.
Snap back, spot kick is up, and the kick is good. Your score: Christiansburg 37, Blacksburg nothing. We'll go ahead and take a short break. You're listening to Bruins football right here on ESPN Blacksburg. Blacksburg's got 1:19 to go here in the quarter, and let's see what kind of field position they get on the kick, and hopefully maybe they can put a quick drive together and get on the board here right before half.
Yeah, we would love to see that here with 1:19 to go.
Walker and Rittenauer back deep. Here's a short kick. It's going to be fielded by the up back, and that is from Blacksburg. He's going to catch it at the 30-yard line. Going to be knocked down right there, so they will put it in play 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line.
Yeah, that was Caden Peoples on the reception there for the Bruins, and he's met there by the freshman from Christiansburg, Tanner Evans, number 4.
So we're down to 36 degrees, Brad.
Ooh, it keeps dropping.
April 2nd, 36 degrees here. At least, as Coach Law said, at least it's not raining.
That is correct.
At least it's not wet tonight. Although we can handle it now, right?
Sure.
We can handle the rain now on this field.
Oh yeah.
Here's
absolutely.
a running play to Malcolm Sherman Collins, and he's going to be gets up across the 30-yard line. He's going to extend the ball to about the 33. So it'll be second down and 8 for the Bruins.
Yeah, Malcolm's just continuing to run hard and play hard, and that's what you like to see, and that's what you got to build on for the next year. The thing is we got a lot of young ones that are playing. We definitely don't have a ton of seniors, but we do have some seniors. But
7,
the young
yeah.
ones are going to have to grow up really, really quick, and they have grown up really, really quick in this season. But we don't have a whole lot of an off season for them to grow up more.
Here's a jet sweep to Rittenauer, and he's going to take it across the 35 up to the 39-yard line. A late flag comes in. Let's see what the call is.
Good hard run right there by Miles Rittenauer. I could not tell exactly what the flag was. It looks like it was right at the spot of the contact where Miles was hit. Looks like it's going to be a personal foul against the Bruins.
Against Blacksburg.
Oh.
No one.
That's tough.
Clock is stopped. 27 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. It has been all Seaburg tonight, 37-0, and Blacksburg continues to shoot themselves in the foot with another personal foul, or I should just say another penalty that pushes the ball back to the 24-yard line.
Yeah. I did get some information on that 70-point game. It looks like it was the 2016 season. Coach Wells,
state championship year.
State championship year was the coach, and Blacksburg ran Shelton with 2 minutes to go to score the touchdown.
Here is David Oliver now in the game for Blacksburg. Takes the snap, looking for some running room, and he's got no running room. In fact, he's going to lose another 6 or 7 yards on the play, but that will end the first quarter tonight from Blacksburg Bill Brown Stadium. David Crisfield, your score, Christiansburg 37, Blacksburg 0.
Who are you? What do you serve? What do you believe in? This is Blacksburg, Virginia, the home of Virginia Tech, a small yet growing community nestled in the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia. Here, you'll find all walks of life, college students, new families, people who just want a quiet place to retire. Summers are adventurous. Falls are filled with the buzz of college football. Winters bring a quiet beauty, and springtime is beautiful beyond belief. It's a special place to live. But this town also plays host to another kind of person, a group of professionals who serve in ways you could never imagine. Meet the Blacksburg Police Department. This department values close relationships, family, integrity, and training. If you qualify to join these ranks, you'll be trained for success. You'll grow in personal confidence. You'll truly enjoy coming to work every day. Blacksburg permits a different level of community involvement. Why? Because residents here respect and care about their police force. So this police force is able to truly help those in the community who are in need. You'll be helping our population get home safely after a night out, giving life lessons to those who made an honest mistake, protecting our young ones from harm's way, helping to solve problems during the big games, the festivals, and parades. Serving on this police force is not just working in another job. This is an opportunity to fundamentally shift the lives of others toward positive results. You'll become the rational voice of reason for people when things are going poorly for them. You'll be the leader to guide others to see a better light. You'll be the one who knows the way, and you'll show the way. You are the one who does the right thing when no one is watching. Obviously, serving on this police force is not a job for just anyone. It goes back to these basic questions. Who are you? What do you serve? What do you believe in? We welcome the select few who are drawn toward a higher calling to serve. Is that you? Do you qualify? Are you curious enough to find out? This is your opportunity to consider joining one of the country's finest police departments.
All right, back here at Bill Brown Stadium. Teams are on the field. Countdown. Got about 1 minute to go here, Brad. It's being all Seaburg tonight in the Battle of the Bergs. Blacksburg will kick off to start quarter number 3. And if there's any chance for the Bruins to get back in the ball game tonight, it's got to happen quick and it's got to happen fast.
Yeah, definitely. That is for sure. Things definitely haven't gone the way that the Bruins would have wanted it to go here in the first half. Down 37-0 is just not a fun experience for them.
Back deep for Christiansburg is MJ Hunter, and I believe that's also
I'm having a hard time seeing all that. That very well could be J-Ron Thompson.
Let's see. Back deep is number 3, J-Ron Thompson. Good eyesight. I had to use my binocs. Poland approaches the ball, and we are underway. Quarter number 3, booming kick down to MJ Hunter, who feels it, and then he fumbles it, picks it back up, breaks up across the 30, up across the 40, across the 50, inside the 40. He's going to take it back inside the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Christiansburg. Wow.
Well, MJ Hunter shows his speed right there. Great athlete. Now, there was a hole there that I believe we could have drove 2 dump trucks through.
There was. There certainly
was.
was.
So wide. We didn't stay in our lanes right there going down the field, and MJ Hunter made us pay for it.
You see that happen a lot when he dropped the ball. They're coming down. They're trying to stay in their lanes, and then they break down, and then he picks it up and with a full head of steam, and it's like you see that happen quite often.
Yeah.
On a long kickoff return, they fumble the kickoff around the 10-yard line, which is where Hunter was when he picked it up. And as soon as he got it, like you said, you could have driven a semi through that hole because he ran it, back 90 yards for a Christiansburg touchdown. The extra point is blocked. So your score now, Christiansburg 43 and Blacksburg nothing. We'll step out, take a quick break we'll be right back. You're listening to the Battle of Bergs on ESPN Blacksburg.
Yeah, there's water. There's a stream running under this building. All of these restaurants.
That's so cool.
I know. It used to just, before these buildings were here, it was just out in the open, and they buried it under the street and under the building. And so this was a mill that was powered by the stream where Billy's is now.
Is this stream?
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it under the stairs over there. Sometimes you can see it.
How do you see it?
There's places where there's people above ground.
Whoa, that's cool.
So you want to see the frog? Can you find him? I don't think he's over there. Oh, I got him. So this is Nick. So 100 years ago, a Greek immigrant named Nick Pappas opened a restaurant right down there, and it is still there. Now called The Cellar. That restaurant has been in business for 100 years.
Whoa.
Under different names.
It's on Lily Pad.
Yep.
All right, back here, Bill Brown Stadium, Blacksburg High School. Just like that, Christiansburg up 37-0. MJ Hunter takes the opening kickoff 90 yards for a Blue Demon touchdown, and now the lead grows to 43-0, Brad.
Yeah, it's just a tough one. It's Christiansburg is having their way with us, and they're playing hard. They're doing a good job.
Here's a kickoff that's going to go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. They had a new kicker. Aretas was not in there on that one. The kickoff was by Spencer Connor. Kicked it out of bounds down inside the 15. So the Bruins will start off with a nice field position up at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, it's a good patient move there by Miles Rittenauer. It looked like it was going out of bounds, and just at the nick of time, it did go out of bounds. Looks like David Oliver's going to get the nod at quarterback here to start the second half for the Bruins.
Get the freshman some much-needed experience at that position. Here's in fact, he will take the snap and keep it, run with it up across the 35, gets up to about the 38-yard line where he's going to be knocked down. So good gain on first down for the freshman.
Yeah, good job. David's a good little athlete. he's one of those freshmen that he sort of got thrown into the fire and
very early.
Very early.
Very early.
Second quarter of the first game, as a matter of fact, and it's a tough situation to put a young man in, and but he's done a good job. He's fought through it and showed a lot of toughness as a freshman.
2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Rittenauer, and he's going to fumble the football, and it's going to be recovered down there inside the 30-yard line by Christiansburg. The handoff was the problem there with the handoff between Oliver and Rittenauer. It looked like Rittenauer kicked it with his knee, and the ball shot out and went backwards, and Christiansburg just jumped on it right there at the 25.
Yeah, things just are not going our way. It just it seems like it just continues to domino and domino and domino and snowball and snowball and snowball, and Christiansburg gets the ball at the 28-yard line of the Bruins, so terrific field position for them once again.
Clock rolls. It looks like we will have a running clock here in the third quarter. In motion goes M.J. Hunter. The handoff goes to M.J. Hunter around the left side inside the 25. Is going to be run out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So a pickup of about 5 for the junior from Seaburg.
Yeah, better job of the Bruins sort of stringing it out right there, not letting him get that corner. He does pick up some decent yardage, but doesn't take it to the house this time.
Casey Graham still in at quarterback for Christiansburg. Brings up 2nd down and 5 from the 23. Just underway here, third quarter tonight from Blacksburg. It's been all Seaburg tonight, though. 43-0 is your score. In motion goes Drew Lloyd. Here's a pass out in the flat to Altizer. Makes the catch inside the 20. Still on his feet, looking for some blockers. Inside gets it down to about the 18-yard line, where he's going to be ripped down there. Big hit over there by the Bruins, but he does pick up about 3 or 4 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like Trey Roberts in on the tackle there for the Bruins. Altizer ran probably about 50 yards to end up picking up about 2 or 3. But
he started on our side and ended up on the far side.
Yeah, he's got some wiggle to him. He's got some moves, and he plants that foot and goes. A good player there.
3rd and 1 for Christiansburg. Ball's resting right at about the 19-yard line. They've got to get to the 18. So let's see. Here's a quick handoff. They give the ball to Kenyon Johnson Buchanan, and he busts up the middle, picks up big yardage on the play all the way down inside the 15, down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Malcolm Sherman Collins on the tackle there for the Bruins.
Clock rolls 8:50 here, third quarter. It has been all Christiansburg tonight. 43-0 is the score. Trying to tack on another one to get to 50. Here's a running play. They give it to. Here's actually a fake handoff to Lloyd, and ball's going to be run by Cunningham. He's going to pick up short yardage on the play, but he does get it in. We'll put him in right up at the 10-yard line. So we'll call it no gain on the play.
Yeah, still a good defensive play there by the Bruins up front to not allow any yardage there.
2nd down and 10 from the 10. Graham in the shotgun. Here's a handoff to Cunningham. Again, he's going to wrap around the right side. He's going to still on his feet. Tries to stretch it down to the goal line. Gets knocked out of bounds inside the 2, right at about the 1-yard line. He's would knock it on the door.
Yeah, looks like that was Reed Kirk and Ethan Walker in on a tackle there for the Bruins. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the looks like about the 1.
Yeah, they're just they're just inside the
just inside the 2.
Just inside the 2, so we'll call it right at about the 1-yard line. Big number 42, Johnson Buchanan, is the split back. Here's a running play again to Cunningham, and he's just going to walk it right into the end zone. Touchdown, Christiansburg. That was too easy.
Yeah, he made it look pretty easy. I mean, the hole was right there, and he just sort of pretty much just walked in, to be honest, and that's going to give Christiansburg a 49-0 lead here with 7:13 to go in the third quarter.
So Aretas is back in to try this extra point for Christiansburg. Holding for the Blue Demons is Reed Allen. The spot is a snap back, spot down, kick is up, and the kick is good. So your new score, Christiansburg 50, Blacksburg nothing. We'll go ahead and step out, take a quick break. You're listening to Bruins football right here on ESPN Blacksburg. All right, back here at Blacksburg High School, Bill Brown Stadium. Your score, Christiansburg 50, Blacksburg nothing. So the Battle of the Bergs tonight here from the new turf has gone all the way of the white jerseys tonight, Brad.
Yes, it has. Definitely not what the Bruins wanted. But Christiansburg, hats off to them. They got a great football team.
Here's a low squibber kick down inside the 10-yard line, fielded there by Malcolm Sherman Collins. He's going to rush up across the 20, fumbles the football, but it does go out of bounds at the 24-yard line, and we have a flag down on the play.
That's generally a hold or a block in the back on the receiving team. We'll see what that call is.
That's what it is, going to be a block in the back against Blacksburg. So, again, a critical special teams penalty right there.
Yeah.
Hurts the Bruins and pushes them back. Going to be inside their 15-yard line. In fact, they'll be all the way back just inside the 10-yard line where they'll put it in play 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Once again, it's just going in the wrong direction, and you put your offense, who hasn't had a lot of success, but puts their backs against the wall against that end zone. That's tough.
Clock rolls here, 6:50 and counting here in the third quarter. Here's a running play to the up back Ferguson, and he's going to still on his feet. He's going to get it up to about the 15-yard line. Just that's all 42 running the ball there.
Yeah, actually, it looked like it was number 19.
Was it 19? Okay, my bad.
For the Bruins.
That was Jack Thompson.
Yeah, Jack got some good carries in the Pulaski game. Ferguson was unable to play that game, and Jack got some carries and did a good job there. And once again, shows it again, picks up about 5 yards on that first carry.
2nd down and 5 to go here. Blacksburg from the 15-yard line. Oliver in the shotgun. In motion goes Sherman Collins. He hands the ball to Sherman Collins, and he's going to pick up, still on his feet, good yardage. Picks up the 1st down. He's going to be stopped at about the 22. So, again, good hard running by the junior, Malcolm Sherman Collins, and picks up a 1st down for the Bruins.
That's a great job right there. Is going to move the chains, and that's what you got to be able to do with this offense. You got to be able to move those chains. Just keep it going.
So they will stick with the freshman quarterback Oliver here in the third quarter, and he runs over and gets the play, and he's running back in. Plenty of time on the play clock, so no issue there. In the shotgun, here's in motion, fakes the handoff. He's going to just go ahead and keep it himself, and he's going to be knocked down for a loss of 3 on the play. Big hit over there by Seaburg D.
Yeah, that looked like, it looked like number 76 there on the tackle, Jonathan Dixon for the Blue Demons. Going to be a loss of a yard there for Oliver on the play, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11 for the Bruins.
2nd down and 11 to go here. We'll see. It is nice to see a decent socially distanced crowd tonight, Brad. In fact, Christiansburg's brought a good contingent from up the road 460 a ways too. So a good crowd tonight for the annual Battle of the Bergs.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to see people back out. It's good to see sports happening, and that's the great part about it. There, the handoff goes to Jack Thompson, and he's met hard in the backfield there by number 55, Aiden Lacoma. It's going to be another loss on the play. He's going to bring up 3rd and 12.
So 3rd and long for the Bruins. Clock continues to run here. We are under. With this snap, we will be under 4 minutes to go here in the quarter. And again, 50-0. It's been all Christiansburg tonight here at Blacksburg High School.
Yeah, definitely a tough night for the Bruins. One that the Blue Demons will never forget. They have had a great game and done very well.
Here's a pitch to Ackerman, and he's going to take it up to maybe gets back to the original line, or up to the line of scrimmage, but they're going to be well short of the first down.
Looks like the punt team's coming in for the Bruins.
So Trey Roberts will go into punt for Blacksburg, and looks like MJ Hunter will take this punt back. He'll be standing inside the 50-yard line at the Christiansburg 42. Robert stands at his 8-yard line. So let's see.
Looks like they're missing a player. Looks
Reed
like
Walker.
Walker runs onto the field.
Robert stands at his 8-yard line. Snap is good. Kick is away. It's a end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded there by MJ Hunter right at midfield. It's going to break a tackle inside the 40. Here he goes. 30 inside the 20, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds right there. So, again, big return for MJ Hunter.
Yes, absolutely. Looks like Trey Roberts on the tackle there, but Trey's came up. Looks like he's
banged up
a little bit there as well.
Yeah, he's definitely limping pretty heavily right there. Yeah, if Trey doesn't make the tackle,
that's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown. That's right.
Well, that was a good kick by Trey, and that's the thing is, when we were able to get that snap on the punt where it needs to be, Trey is such a weapon. I mean, we've got some weapons there. James Poland, I mean, he kicks it in the end zone about every time he kicks it. Unfortunately, he only kicks it one time a game.
Right.
So we just, got to take advantage of some of those weapons.
So Christiansburg once again with great field position at the Blacksburg 20. In motion goes Lloyd. Lloyd gets the football around the far side, cuts inside the 20, inside the gets down to about the 16-yard line where he's going to be tackled by a couple of Bruins over there.
Yeah, good hard run there by Drew Lloyd once again. I mean, he's a load when he comes around that corner. To be as big as he is, he's got some speed to go with it.
And he will be back for Coach Wilkins this fall.
Mm-hmm.
Another. They've got a lot of 11th graders that will certainly be back. So I think Coach Wilkins will put a pretty a playoff anticipated team on the field.
Oh, I mean, I'm telling you, they're building a program.
Here's a pass out in the flat. Pass is caught by number 21 for Christiansburg. The pass is caught over there by Jonah Bremer from Casey Graham, and he's going to get nice yardage. Picks up a first down inside the 5, down at the 2, where it'll be first and goal for Seaburg.
Yeah, Christiansburg's JV squad was very successful this year. Their middle school was very successful as well, and there's tons of teams in the youth programs as well. So, they're building a great program, and I see it every day. Them working hard, working together. They work with their Parks and Recreation department,
right.
And those feeder programs that means so much, and that's what's happening is it's just sort of building off of each other, and it's paying off for Christiansburg right now.
And on first and goal from the 2, the handoff goes to Kenyon Johnson Buchanan. He busts through a big hole into the end zone for another Seaburg touchdown, and now it goes to 56-0 here. Let's see the new kicker in for Christiansburg. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So that'll bring the score 57-0. We'll take a quick break and return on the other side. You're listening to Blacksburg Bruins football right here on ESPN Blacksburg.
I drive for BT because the money is great.
I drive for BT because the hours fit my class schedule.
I drive for BT because the benefits are great.
We all drive for BT. You can too. Join us.
Another touchdown by Kenyon Johnson Buchanan brings the score to 57-0 Seaburg, and we've still got a minute 13 to go here in the quarter, Brad. But like I said, the white jerseys continue to pile it on tonight here in the Battle of the Bergs.
Absolutely, they're playing very well and really have made very few mistakes tonight, and it shows on the scoreboard. I do have a score update. Salem is leading Pulaski 27-7 with about 11:58 to go in the fourth quarter.
Spencer Connor was the new kicker on the extra point. He is also in for the kickoff, and he kicks it down to the 25-yard line where the Bruins just fall on it. No return, so they'll put it in play. I'd call it the 27-yard line, 1st and 10, Blacksburg. So Salem's up 20, huh?
Yeah, Salem's up 27-7. This will be an interesting score mainly for Salem fans because I think they will open up against Amherst next week in the first round of playoffs. Amherst is losing to Liberty Christian 35-0 at halftime.
Oliver still in at quarterback, takes the snap, runs around the near side. He's going to pick up positive yardage up to about the 30-yard line, so we'll call it 2 on the play, and brings up second and 8 for the Bruins.
Yeah, good. It's good. Good yardage there by Oliver. Just sort of came around that outside corner on the short side of the field, and there was a little bit of a lane there, and picks up decent yardage for the Bruins.
So might get one more play in here before the end of the third quarter. Clock is down. When they snap it, it'll be under 20 seconds. Here's a running play to Ackerman. Comes to the short side of the field. Actually picks up good yardage up across the 40-yard line. That will be enough for a Bruins first down, and the chains will move.
Yep, that's a big play for the Bruins. Keep moving those chains. Takes it all the way up to the 41.
And that will wrap up the third quarter here tonight. Your score, Christiansburg 57, Blacksburg nothing. We'll take a break.
On the count of 3, everyone run into the water. Ready, set, go. Make it rain. Go insane. Throw some water, make it rain on them. Hand, monkey walk. Hand. What kind of tree do you want to be? Orange tree, grow so tall. Can you stand up? Chop, timber. Good job. Chop, timber. Good job. Show me those kicks. Show me those paddles. Let me see those arms. Where are those arms? Use those arms. Get those arms up and out. Kick. Paddle. Use your arms. Let me see paddle with your arms. Yeah! Good job. Everyone follow me. Go. Good. Next.
Brown Stadium. Your score 57-0 Seaburg. And again, we will have a running clock here in quarter number 4. Blacksburg did pick up a first down on that last play. Ackerman had a nice run, got the ball up to the 40-yard line. So let's see if the Bruins can put a couple of nice drive together here and punch it in.
Yeah, it would be nice to see them do that, be able to find a way to move this ball.
Jack Thompson in at tailback. Here's a snapback and a flag down. Probably
Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Bruins. I believe over on that left side of the offensive line, we moved just a little bit quick.
So that'll bring up 1st and 15. The ball will go back to the 30, just inside the 36-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 15 for the Bruins. Just too much of that, 10 yards forward, 5 yards back stuff tonight, Brad.
Yeah, it's it's been a season with that, and we've just sort of struggled with it.
Oliver drops back to pass on the run, puts a pass out there, has a man, goes right through his arms. Carter Ackerman, it was the intended receiver, hit him in a pretty good spot, but wasn't able. It would have been a tough catch, but went through his arms and incomplete.
Yeah, it's a good pass right there by Oliver. It just sort of it caught Carter in a little bit of an awkward position because it came like straight over his head. So
tried to make the Willie Mays catch there.
Yeah, and that's a tough reception, tough area there. But that was a good throw by David Oliver.
Good throw by the freshman there, and got it. It would, like I said, it would have been a very good catch if Ackerman had hauled it in, but he was open, and he did get a hand on it. So 2nd down and 15 to go here in the quarter number 4. Here's a running play by Oliver. He's got some running room up across the 40, up to the 45, and finally tackled at about the 48-yard line. Good, tough running by the quarterback.
Yeah, good job there. Found some room and was able to pick up good yardage. Looks like Brady Wyatt's a little bit banged up right there for the Bruins. He's staying in the game. That's an important part right there. I think Brady is playing at the snapper position, I believe.
So we've got 3rd and 2, 3rd and short. I would think if hopefully they get it here, but if they don't, go for it here.
Yeah, I think this is definitely 4th down territory, down 57-0.
Sherman Collins in motion. Here's a running play to Oliver, and he's going to slide down there on the far side. Looks like he's going to pick up enough for the first down. I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think he got enough for the first down. So picked up enough there to move the chains, it looks like.
So they are in Christiansburg territory at the 48-yard line. They'll get a new set of downs, and let's see if they can put a couple more of these chains, moving the chains, and punch it in here before the season. At least get on the board before the end of the season here.
Looks like the Blue Demons have put in some of their substitutes, actually pretty much across the board on the defensive side, it looks like.
Yeah, they've got
some valuable time in.
They've got Brady Gordon in at one defensive end spot now for Christiansburg. Here's a low snap, but fielded there by Oliver. He's going to be tries to run around the near side here, up across inside the 45 down to the 40-yard line. So good yardage on first down for Oliver.
Yep, good yardage right there, and is able to pick up almost enough for first down, but about 2 yards short.
Yeah, Christiansburg's got pretty much all second-team guys in right now on the defensive side. I don't see anybody who was in there earlier tonight. No,
I don't.
No, they're all second teamers, third teamers.
Yeah.
Clock rolls here, 8:30 and counting. Here's a handoff to Thompson, and he's going to take a big lick right there at the 40-yard line. Holds on to the football, though, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 3rd and 2, call it, for the Bruins.
Big hit right there by number 10, Curtis Altizer of the Blue Demons. He's a sophomore, come right up from that inside linebacker position, and man, that was a lick right there.
He's got some good size on him for a sophomore.
But it looks like they did pick up.
They got it. All right,
down,
they gave. All right, so he needed 2. They gave him 2, so that'll put it at the 38-yard line. New set of downs continues. Clock continues to run, but let's see if the Bruins can punch it in here.
Yeah, we're getting some positive movement right here. This is something to build on.
In motion goes Sherman Collins. Oliver takes the snap, picks it up, runs around the end there, and is going to be knocked down. Maybe a short gain on the play. Big hit over there. Christiansburg sideline jumping up and down.
Yeah, it's a pretty good hit. Oliver's a little bit slow getting up right there, but he's coming back. He's a tough young man. He's taken some pretty good hits this year, but he's doing good.
Comes over to get instruction from Coach Sloss. 7:05, 7 minutes to go here in the ball game tonight. Again, it's been all Christiansburg tonight. 57-0 is the score. It was 30-0 at halftime, and got a couple of quick scores in the third quarter, and looking to salt this one away. But Bruins trying to get on the board and not get shut out tonight.
It's like whistles are going to be thrown here. It's going to be a timeout for the Bruins.
Timeout for the Bruins. So we'll go ahead and keep it right here. So, all right, Brad, who you got in the Final Four? Who you got tomorrow in the two semifinals?
Well, I can't even remember who's playing. Who we got?
You've got Houston and Baylor in one, and you've got UCLA and Gonzaga in the other.
Well, I definitely think Gonzaga.
I think everybody does. And everybody's bracket, at least most of them say that.
You
anyway.
know, the Houston-Baylor game, that could be interesting. I don't know. Probably if I was going to go for it, I would say Baylor and Gonzaga in the finals, and Gonzaga's going to win it all.
That would be two number ones in the final. But interestingly, and since me and you have a few years on us, that's an old Southwest Conference battle between Baylor and Houston.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good stuff, and that brings out some of the rivalry, blood and sweat, and that's what you like to see. You know, I tell you, the other part is I watched UConn and Baylor play the other night
in the women's
and
yeah.
Man, what a game that was.
I still say, and we'll see who wins it all, but I still say that was the national championship game right there. How did Baylor get a 2 seed and play as good as they are? They were the 2 seed in that region.
Yeah, I couldn't understand that either. That made not much sense at all. Couldn't quite figure.
I mean,
they
gave UConn everything they could handle and some.
Oh yeah, absolutely, and that was a pretty tough draw for Virginia Tech.
Yes, it was
to play them as well. And I tell you, Virginia Tech's they're up and coming. They've got some great players, and they're doing some good things.
Had a nice commitment from to come back to play one more year from Shepherd. So I'm sure Coach Brooks liked that.
Yeah, it looks like tonight Stanford beat South Carolina 66-65 in the women's bracket. I was actually pulling for South Carolina there. Dawn Staley, I remember when she played at the UVA and was quite the player.
Yep, I do remember that. Here's Oliver, drop back, throws a pass way down there. Pass was intended for Addison Bass. Pass is going to be broken up and incomplete. That was third down. Let's see, that was third down. That was 3rd and 10. So now we've got 4th and 10 coming up. Surely the Bruins will go for it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This, if I'm not real sure, I guess it's official. I don't know why the clock stopped, though.
Yeah, we've got a penalty. That's why.
But with a running clock, it shouldn't stop.
Yeah, true. And
I'm not.
Christiansburg declined it anyway, so it'll bring up 4th and 10 from the 38. By the way, real quick, for Virginia Tech fans who were here in the 80s, late 80s, like I was, if you remember a guy named Greg Brink who played basketball at Virginia Tech, his daughter plays on Stanford. She's number 22. She's 6'4", and she's really good. And in fact, his wife also played basketball at Virginia Tech, and they moved out to Oregon. And I think they live in Oregon now. But he played at Virginia Tech when I was here, and I believe his wife's name was Michelle Bain. She played here as well, and they moved out to Oregon, had a daughter, and she plays for Stanford.
Wow, that's great. That's great connection right there.
So Blacksburg goes for it on 4th and 10, throws a deep pass that is going to be incomplete, turns it over on downs. Christiansburg will get it with 5:07 to go here in the ball game, up 57-0.
It's a tough one here for the Bruins tonight. I do want to take another opportunity to thank the seniors for their commitment and playing hard for this Blacksburg program. Many of them started all the way down in the youth leagues and have continued moving up. And just hats off to them. They've stuck with it this year at a lot of difficult times, but real proud of them and really can't wait to see what the future holds for them. They every one of those seniors, they're going to go on and do something special in their lives, and look forward to seeing that. I want to name them again one more time. Number 1, James Poland. Number 52, Lucas Dowdy. Number 78, Zach Early. Number 77, William Thomas. Number 17, Reed Kirk. Number 65, Alex LaFawn, and number 62, John Gerald. So thank you, men. I appreciate everything that you've done, and great job.
Here is a running play by to the tailback, Reed Allen, and he's going to be knocked down. Big hit by the Bruins over there. They thought he made a fumble. He did not. Yeah. And they picked it up and started to run it back before the whistle sounded.
Yeah, that looked like Malcolm Sherman Collins. He's not quitting. He's fighting. He's still fighting, and he came from the opposite side to make that hit. And great job right there by number 7.
So 2nd down and 12 at the 36 of Christiansburg. New quarterback is in there as well, I believe. That is number 4 for Seaberg. Hands the ball off to the up back, and he carries the ball up to the 35, 36. Maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Is going to be knocked down there, so he brings up 3rd and long for the Blue Demons.
Yeah, in at quarterback for Christiansburg's number 4, Tanner Evans. He handed the ball off there on that particular play to number 10, Curtis Altizer.
So he gets back to the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 3rd and 12. And you would think it would be a steady diet of hand the ball off here to wrap it up. And as soon as I say that, they drop back to pass. Scramble still on his feet, looking for somebody out there, and still on his feet up across the 40. Picks up good yardage on 3rd and 12. Needed to get up to the 48. Actually gets up to about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's Tanner Evans. He's a good-looking freshman. He has played some defensively, in some crucial situations for the Blue Demons this year. But showing what he's got right there on the offensive side, looks like they're going to go for it here at 4th down.
They're just going to go for it on 4th and 5 from their own 44-yard line. Evans is the quarterback. Altizer is the tailback. Snap back in. Oh, high snap overhand. And Blacksburg's going to, they're going to fall on it right there. Malcolm Sherman Collins.
I believe Christiansburg got it, though.
But it's going to be Blacksburg's ball because it was 4th down. So
that's right.
Sherman Collins tried to pick it up. I think he wanted to score there. And Christiansburg falls back on it inside the 30. But the Bruins are going to get the ball at the 28-yard line with 2:43 to go.
Yeah, good field position right there for the Bruins. They have an opportunity here to try to punch it in for the end of this game. Yeah, that snap was really high right there.
Really
the
high.
Way that Evans was going to grab that one.
All the way back inside the 30, back to the 29-yard line where the Bruins will get their best field position of the night for sure. And let's see if they can get that goose egg off the scoreboard here to wrap up this spring football season.
That would be nice.
It's still weird to say spring football, but that actually counts. So here's a running play to Oliver, and he's going to be knocked down. Maybe a short gain on the play, but bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Bruins.
57-0 here. 2:05 and counting.
Clock rolls here. Not in too much of a hurry there, Brad. Hopefully they get a couple more plays off here before we.
I hope so.
Before we wrap it up and.
There's some former Bruins that are playing at the collegiate level. We've got Drew Babcock at William and Mary.
Yep.
We've got Camden Wise at JMU. We also have Jacob Lucas and Cole Epperly playing at Ferrum College. We got Grant Johnston that's playing at Lackawanna Junior College. Last that I was told, you've got Tyquest Terry at Youngstown State.
Okay, all right.
So we got a lot of. Looks like there's a Bruin
that's
player
that's
right
Caden.
now.
That's Caden Peoples. He actually carried the ball on that play and picked up a couple of yards and took a big lick and tried to get up, and now he just went down, and it might be, well, we won't speculate, but definitely they're looking at his ankle on his right foot.
Yeah. We got, just going back to some former Bruins that are still playing at the college levels. We've got Cole Beck that's not playing football, but
he's running track,
running track and doing a swell of a job with it, and doing extremely well
for Coach Chinelli.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's got to go, and they won another ACC indoor championship this year. So.
Yeah, it's great. You like to see that. You like to see these high school kids that you've been able to watch go on and prosper at the next level and play, and that's good. So it looks like Caden Peoples is coming off the field, getting a little assistance there from the trainer Dan Clark. We don't say his name enough. Dan does a tremendous job here for the Blacksburg High School, not just the football team but all of the teams, and just does a terrific job, and can't thank him enough for what he does for all of the student athletes here at Blacksburg High School.
In motion comes Ackerman, and a snap back to Oliver. He's still on his feet. He's in trouble, though. He's going to be knocked down back at the 30-yard line. Big rush over there by the Seaburg D on 4th down. So that will, unfortunately for the Bruins, turn it back over to Christiansburg. No, I'm sorry, is it 4th? It is 4th down. I apologize. It is 4th down now, and
looks like they're going to try to kick a field goal here. James Poland's coming on.
They're going to try to kick it here from the ball was spotted at the 37-yard line, so this will be a 47-yarder. Certainly he's got the leg for it.
He does. He absolutely does. The wind has sort of died down. We can get a good snap and hold, which is crucial.
Campbell is a holder. Snap back, and the kick is away. It's going to be short, though. It's going to be fielded there by M.J. Hunter, and he's just going to let the whistle.
I think it's J. Ron Thompson.
I'm sorry, J. Ron Thompson.
I think
you're right.
Yeah, I believe that's the sophomore.
They just blow the whistle dead right there. So Christiansburg a little short on that one, and Christiansburg will snap it one time and walk out of here with probably one of their largest wins here in the history of the Battle of the Bergs.
Absolutely. They played a great game. They got a good football team. Don't know yet exactly if they are going to make it to the playoffs or not. It's right on the line. The points are right there.
Right.
So they might make it. They might not. At the end of the day, they're still going to play at least one more game. My understanding is if they don't make it to the playoffs, they're going to play like the bowl game or whatever. But they have a legitimate shot to make it into the playoffs.
So they will take a snap, and we'll see. They won't even take a snap. The clock will run out. They don't even have to take a snap. And once again, your final score tonight from Bill Brown Stadium here at Blacksburg High School, Christiansburg 57 and Blacksburg nothing. We'll be right back to wrap it up. You're listening to Bruins football on ESPN Blacksburg.